8 or 24?
Number 8. 24 was more challenging.
It's Monday, so that means 3 things. 1, I'm not your MCM. 2, it's a Mamba Monday. And 3, it's time for the 24 podcast. How you guys doing? I'm your host, the product of poverty's environment, the Chuck Paul. Episode 236, 24 hours to live. If you had 24 hours to live, what would you do? Who would you screw? And who would you notify? And would you ask to now that your ass about to die? I know I left out some words in that hook, but it's been a long time. Classic off that Mace Harlem World album featuring the Locks, DMX, R.I.P., Black Rob, R.I.P., and of course the man himself, Diddy, who we're going to talk about today. Yeah. He was sentenced on Friday, and before we get into his sentencing, we'll talk about why he was being sentenced, why he's in jail. He was found not guilty on count 1 of racketeering conspiracy, not guilty count 2, sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion. He was found guilty on count 3 of transportation to engage in prostitution, not guilty on count 4 for sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, and guilty on count 5 for transportation to engage in prostitution. So, he was found guilty on 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution. That's why he's been sitting in jail ever since, I think he was found guilty in May or June or something like that. Yeah, in May. And he was hoping to get time served and walk away. He also issued a letter. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but here it is below here. You can take a look at that. You can pause this video, zoom in if you want to, and read that shit. I'm not going to get into all that, but he wrote a letter. He even put out a little highlight reel of him with his children and doing all types of philanthropy work and stuff like that to try to sway the judge's decision and whatnot. But yeah, that didn't work. Diddy was sentenced to 50 months in jail, and he had fell to his knees. That's the picture that they drew of Diddy falling to his knees in sadness. Yes. 50 months. Roughly 4 years, but let me read exactly what I put up on the TKOMG.net site. You can go and check out my blog, go ahead. So, the sentence imposed by Judge Aaron Subramanian also included a $500K fine and is intended to send a message about accountability for exploitation and violence against women. Combs will receive credit for the 12 months he was already served since the arrest in September 2024. After handing down the sentence, the judge addressed Sean Diddy Combs directly, saying he knows Combs is likely in a dark place right now, but he and his family would get through it. There was a light at the end of the tunnel. These letters, all the letters that I saw, show that you have a universe of people who love you, the judge said, referencing several letters from Combs' mother, his sister, his children, his baby mamas, his girlfriends. Let them lift you up now, just like you lifted them up for so many years. In closing, the judge told Combs, you have a chance to show your children and the world what real accountability and healing looks like. Not bad. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look, it could be worse, right? Look, each count had a maximum of 10 years. The judge could have gave him 20 years if he wanted to. But no one has ever received the max in this Mann Act law that he was found guilty of. But the 50 months, let's divide it by 12. Roughly 4 years, right? He has 12 months time served. So that's about 38 months. A little over 3 years, right? You do 85% of your time. That's about 31 months, roughly 2.5 years. So we're looking at being released around 2027. And his lawyer also, working overtime, recommended that he gets placed in a prison in New Jersey so he could take advantage of their substance abuse program. Let me read the letter to you guys. On behalf of Mr. Combs, we respectfully request that the court strongly recommend a destination facility to the Borough of Prisons in Mr. Combs' judgment in order to address drug abuse issues and to maximize family visitation and rehabilitative efforts. We request that the court strongly recommend to the Borough of Prisons that Mr. Combs be placed at FCI Fort Dix for RDAP purposes and any other available educational and occupational programs. Thank you for your consideration. Smart, because I could take a year off. That means he could be out next year. Like I said, man, the judge could have been a dick and gave him 20 years. Could give him 10 on each. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, could be worse, right? And some reactions, of course, you know, 50 gonna be 50. He tweeted, hey, to whoever was booking Diddy for speaking engagements, I heard he won't be able to make it. I'm available. Oh, my God. And of course, Cassie's lawyer made a little statement. While nothing can undo the trauma caused by Combs, the sentence imposed today recognizes the impact of the serious offenses he committed. Girl, you got 30 million and you was the one picking the prostitutes out. But hey, what do I know, man? I wasn't there. But hey, like I said, you got a break. You know, they could have been an asshole, gave him 20. Gave him 4.5 years. Pretty much, you know what I'm saying? And did he really book a speaking engagement for this week? That should have been under wraps. He shouldn't have booked nothing and just wait to the verdict. That might have really pushed the judge over the top, like, really, nigga? You gonna book speaking engagements? But hey, I understand you gotta stay ready, so you ain't gotta get ready. So look, he could book something for 2027 now. You know what I'm saying? Some folks saying that his career is over. I don't think so. No one loves a redemption story more than motherfucking Americans. Like, okay, he whooped on Cassie. Fucked up. But we're not talking about that. He's not being charged for that. Sorry, people. He's getting charged for being freaky. For hiring prostitutes to sleep with his girlfriends. He wasn't even sleeping with them. And hell, they were picking him. Hell, one of them was doing freak-offs without him. Interesting, right? But yeah. So, Diddy, I guess you won't be coming home. You won't be coming home. Your ass is in jail. You won't be coming home. But hey, man. Slap on the wrist. Hopefully when he comes out, he could do one of the two things I think he should do. Open a mega church or produce porn. Evidently he has a knack for it. Moving right along, staying in hip hop. Oh my God. So Cardi dropped an album a week ago, I believe, a week or two ago. Am I the Drama? I believe it's the fastest selling album to go platinum. And Nicki was upset about it because she was the lone woman who had that record, and then Cardi knocked her off the spot. And that didn't sit right with her. I'm just gonna read you some of these tweets that Nicki said. I'm gonna read you the rebuttals that Cardi said. I got no horse in this race. I'm not a Barty. I'm not a Barbie. This is Nicki Minaj talking about Cardi B's daughter. Dear Culture Vulture, your mom is pregnant with another monkey to add to her litter. The gag is that she was jealous of a little baby boy simply because his hair was longer than all 4 of you bald monkeys put together. Then she went at Charlamagne in the Breakfast Club. Charlamagne, Did you put that bleaching cream on your dick too? POTUS, lock them all up, she tagged the president. Imagine if you called yourself Shrump the God. Oh bitch, lock up Boring Lauren and Jess with the testicles too. They're very nasty people. Queens niggas run these niggas. Thank you. 32726, she wrote. Then again, fucking a DL man raw and got pregnant with another monkey. You said, oh well, he all our baby daddies now. Your husband said he never liked you. Your pussy on yuck. Hubby told P years ago how ugly you look. Always swollen and botched in the face from surgery. So guess what? Zoo, take my money. Yes, Zaddy. Ow, it's both our money now, Zaddy. Then Cardi came back swinging. I'm letting you know again, stop playing with my kid, bitch. You just mad because your son fave color is 5. Get the fuck on, you crackhead. Girl, it's your son's birthday. Why are you on Twitter dedicating essays to me? For the love of God, go to Chuck E. Cheese. Yes, it was really it was really Nicki's son's birthday and she was busy tweeting this woman. Papa Bear, I'm sorry you can't speak and banging spoons because your mom couldn't put the drugs down. I'm sorry your mom not even paying attention to you on your own birthday because she's such an obsessed and dark-spirited hating hoe. I'm so sorry. Then Cardi posted Nicki's pedophile brother with a pink wig on. Then she posted this. You said fuck vulture what? Bitch, fuck that slow ass son that came out your pussy. You was wishing so much negativity on me while I was pregnant. And look at your karma. Look what your rotten pussy produced. Now he a whole 5 years old, tippy-toeing around the house and can't spell his name. Jesus. And of course, the Godfather 50 Cent chimed in. I hope the girls stop fighting before things escalate. I read some of the shit they're saying to each other and this is not gonna end well. Yeah, it's not. When you got 50 being the voice of reasoning, you know you need to chill. My goodness. My goodness. And last week I mentioned to you guys that the Puerto Rican superstar Benito Barboni is performing at the Super Bowl. And again, he better bring out Booker T. And he hosted SNL Saturday Night Live this past Saturday. I don't be watching that shit. I catch the highlights. But he had this to say.
I'm very excited to be doing the Super Bowl, and I know that people all around the world who love my music are also happy, especialmente todos los latinos. Y las latinas en el mundo entero y aquí en los Estados Unidos, todas las personas que han trabajado para abrir puertas, más que un logro mío, más que un logro mío, es un logro de todos, demostrando que nuestra huella y nuestra aportación en este país nadie nunca la podrá sacar ni borrar. And if you didn't understand what I just said, you have 4 months to learn.
Wepa. Hey, you got 4 months? You know what I'm saying? You got 4 months. ¿Tú hablas español? You got 4 months. ¿Tú hablas español? And before I let go, I've been saying this for a while now, but the shop is officially back open. Yes, the shirts is in there, the mugs is in there, got some art pieces in there. TKOMG.net/shop. About to go to flyer. 13% off all month long to celebrate Halloween. I ain't giving y'all 31% off. Y'all getting 13% off everything. Exclusions may apply. Only thing you can't get a discount on is the Halloween on Death Row t-shirt and long sleeve, which I will be dropping in white also. I should have that sample in this weekend or next week, so you're either going to see it live next week or the week after that. Either way, yeah, shop's back open. You know what I'm saying? Like I always say, like, share, subscribe, comment, God is good. God is great. Thank God my paper straight. I am the Pope Chuck Paul. Peace out.